Hey man, just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to let you know that you are so close, dude. You're so much closer than you think. A lot of these big goals that we've had and these big aspirations, they're right around the corner for you, dude. So you just cannot give up. So stoked for you to see this. P.S. We bought a Lambo. So keep going, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bryson. This is the Bryson Everyday Project Podcast. This podcast is a little bit different than other ones out there. Here, I only focus on documentation. I don't focus on quality or being professional or being entertaining. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to stick around and give the show a listen. You can also follow me on Instagram at BRQUSE. Thank you so much. Here's the show. What's going on? It is Sunday, December 28th, 2025, 9:57 p.m. Another light one. All good. I don't know where to take this one. I didn't do a whole lot of work today. I did a little bit this morning. Seems like Sundays for Lexi and I are typically days where we either run errands or we get caught up on things or we do housework or we kind of get caught up in life in general, because today we put a lot of our Christmas gifts away. She tidied up a lot of her stuff from her trip. We went to Costco, got a little grocery haul. We cleaned up the house a little bit to put things away, a whole bunch of stuff like that. And the entire day was pretty much just that. And it seems like that's what Sundays are. So I'm sure you can hear her phone going off right now. I don't know what's going on. Actually, she's watching something. Anyway, so didn't work a whole lot, but I guess I worked enough to have, put some prompts through that have changed a little bit about how everything works. So yesterday, what I did was I recorded, I can actually pull it up. Oh my hell, now there's errors, and I gotta fix the errors. Please fix these errors. So, I don't know if I can pull it up. I think there was 20 minutes, I think I recorded 20 minutes worth of prompts yesterday. And then I had the transcription, and then I put the transcription into ChatGPT, and I said, hey, please make this very, make it easy to understand what I'm trying to say, just polish it off, and then so I can give it to Cursor, so Cursor can put everything in there, and it'd be nice and good to go. And so it did, and it was 2 giant prompts that I gave it because there's 20 minutes worth. It was I think one was a 9-minute one and the other one was an 11-minute one. Might even be longer, actually. I don't know. And then I took the transcriptions and then I put them into Cursor or ChatGPT, got all that, and then put it into Cursor, and now here we are. And everything worked out great. It actually created it pretty quickly, which is kind of insane how quickly it does things. But yeah, everything's good now. So now I'm actually trying to create my own account, and I'm going through the account creation process to make sure that everything is as it should be. And I'm running into some errors right now, and just overall how it looks. Now, the way that it pops up with information here or the user interface, just certain things about it that for some reason AI has such a hard time, grasping. And it's small things like container sizes, button sizes, margins, being consistent, things like that. And I have no idea. I have no idea why that is, but it's very annoying. Sorry, I had to cut right there for a minute. I wanted to fix something that was driving me crazy with what I was looking at on the apps, so I wanted to make sure that I could get that done. So anyway, yeah, I'm trying to make my own account now to actually begin using it, to actually use it for real, so that I can actually test things out and see what things should happen when. Now, it's going to be messy for a little bit, I'm sure, because, for example, if I get 10 days in a row with something, then something should pop up and I should be awarded a medal of a 10 streak or something like that. And if I'm not, then I'm probably going to have to mess around with the data and stuff in the tables and stuff like that to test and to make sure that it works. And I guess that might screw around with my own information, but better me than someone else, I guess. So maybe this is a good thing, because then it'll kind of teach me how to go in and look for data with one specific user so that I can do that for somebody else if they need it. I don't know. But yeah, and I think I just need to have this stuff on my computer running for me to be able to access the app and run things in the app and have it stored and saved. I could be wrong, I'm not sure, but for the time being, I think that's fine, because just on my laptop, so no big deal. Or maybe it's local. Maybe when I run it on my phone, maybe it saves stuff on my phone. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I'm really stoked about this. It's kind of gotten to that monotonous point where it seems like every little change that I make, it's so annoying that I have to focus on it and spend so much time with small things. For example, I just cut the show for a sec because I needed to extend the margins, or I guess shorten the margins between the edge of the screen and then where the first button is, or the first container meaning, a field where you type something in, because it doesn't look good. It's not uniform to the rest of the app. And so I have to fix that. And so I fix it, and then everything's good. And then it puts a little pop-up or something that says emails match. Well, I want the M in emails, where it says emails match, I want the M in match to be capitalized. So I have to then go into the correct file, find where it says emails match, and then capitalize the M. And then I just want to make sure that it looks exactly how I expect it to, so that I rebuild the project, then I run the project, then I load the app, then I get back to that same screen, just to make sure that it looks the way that I need it to, and to make sure that I didn't edit the wrong page, or that whatever I gave cursor to do, it did the right thing. So right now I'm in the process of creating my own account, like I said, and there's an error. So it says account created but unable to fetch user data. So what the fuck does that mean? All right. So then I look at the console, and the console says no valid session after sign up. Okay, what the fuck does that mean? It says success account created. So then when I go into the actual database and then I go to users, nothing was successfully created. Absolutely not. I'm looking. There was not. See, for example, I'm looking at the sign-in email and password. They are all different sizes. That is the most annoying shit in the world. Why would I ever want that, So now I take a screenshot. Looks like email is not the same length as password. Please fix this for the container sizes. Now if I click on sign up, what is it going to look like there? See, it fucks it up again. What is going on? You know what I mean? Dude, this is some of the most annoying shit. This is where it would probably be great to know how to code, so I can go into the exact file and make the exact adjustments for myself, but I don't. So this is kind of some frustrating stuff, but it's fine. See where it says password strength. Look at how far to the left that line begins. That is precisely where I want all other containers to begin as well. At the end of that prog bar, I want all containers to end there. From left side of screen to right side of screen, please. Please focus on this request with accuracy, and yeah, that's it. I don't know if that even makes sense. So let's actually try to make an account. Well, I don't even want to make an account yet because I want to make sure that the sign-in process works. So we'll submit this prompt and we'll go again. So now we wait. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I didn't do a whole lot of work. I just put in those prompts that I recorded yesterday. Everything's good to go. I'm trying to ensure that the the sign up process and getting logged in and all that stuff works, because there's no sense in having everybody onboarded and testing this out if they can't even log in and make an account in the first place. So we'll figure that out. But yeah, things are coming along nicely. It being Sunday, I'm stoked for another new week. It's cool. Seems like the time flies. So looking at how weeks and days work within a new year, tomorrow is actually the first week of 2026. And that's my measurement. That's how the years go. It is the first, I don't know if I can pull this up right now. Probably not, because I never have good luck with fucking calendars on this goddamn show. Let's see. 2026 calendar. So if we look at the calendar, yeah, okay. So the first week of 2026 actually started today, because the last week will include, well, how does that work? I think the last week of this year will include the first and the second of 2027. And I believe the first week of 2027 will start on January 3rd. I believe that's the case. Matter of fact, I think Google Calendar does this automatically. Let's see. Where do I see? So let's go to settings, view options, show week numbers. Okay, where's that at? Oh, yep. Okay, confirmed. So today is the first week of 2026, and today is December 28th. So that's cool. So if we go to the very end of the year, so it actually registers that there's 53 weeks in this year, in 2026, which is interesting. So if we look at this year, there's only 52 weeks. So it's interesting. So where the fuck did that week come from, So 2027, the first week, 2027 starts on January 3rd. Now if we go to the end of 27, there's only 52 weeks as well. Interesting how time works. It's made up bullshit, huh? Okay, well, anyway. It's the fastest I ever got to a calendar on the show. That's crazy. Okay, well, I think that's all I'm going to talk about. I think we're good. Just trying to set up the Apple developer stuff, get all that TestFlight playground. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but getting all that stuff set up so that we can make it work and test some stuff out, and then get this going for people to use. So I sent out a form, posted on social media, so that people could fill it out and I can get their email. And we had four people respond. And of those 4 people, I guess actually technically all 4 of them were people who I have been messaging. And everybody else who reached out from not messaging me, leaving a comment or liking or whatever, none of those people have filled out the form. And it's just a cool observation that being in the DMs with somebody or in a conversation seems like those are the only people who are actually moving forward, but everybody else who is providing that support and encouragement and saying this is very cool, nobody has done shit. So hopefully that means that they see the app, but they know that it's not something they want to do, so they're not even interested, which I would hope. But if they are interested and they're not putting in their info, then bummer. But what do you do? So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I want to say. So I'm going to leave the show there. Thank you guys for listening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.